What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Brothers, how
Hey,
you doing? How you doing? How you
We good.
doing? We
right.
here, we here, we live. We are here. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I know the people have been waiting on us, and we're here, and we're gonna talk about something great today. We're gonna talk about AEW, Double or Nothing, 2024, where it simply already all began 5 years ago. So now we're back at it, and tonight AEW is gonna do it big in Vegas, in the big time city. Ready to roll. We're gonna talk about AEW Double or Nothing. We're gonna let you know our predictions. Talk about some of the matches. We're gonna talk about like Swerve Strickland, Christian, Adam Copeland, Malachi Black, the debut of Mercedes Monet after being off for a year, cleared to go, ready to go against Willie Nightingale. So, fellas, y'all ready? How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Ready for the show tonight. I'm look like great cards. I'm looking forward to it.
It really is stacked. I think I don't want to say this is their biggest show of the year because that's you have a lot of different options there, but it is a granddaddy in their industry because it's like one of the first big ones. 5 years ago is where it all kind of began in the same location. So I'm looking forward to a great show. What are you looking forward to the most?
I would say for me, looking forward to the most, we got to talk about the CEO, Miss Mercedes Monet.
I'm not surprised he would say that. I'm not surprised he would say that. Anything CEO he likes, so it's okay. What about you, John?
I think I want to see how Swerve does, but Anarchy in the arena, Anarchy in the arena is always a wild match to see. They everywhere in there, so I'm excited to see that. Darby put out a flamethrower on Dynamite, so I don't know if that's gonna come into play somehow. I don't know. I ain't gonna put anybody on fire, hopefully, but I mean, it still might pull it out just have the show or something. So I'm excited to see what all they try to throw into that match.
Well, man, with Darby Allin, a flamethrower now that's to me, it's like, man, I'm not surprised at anything this guy does anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, after he did before, all the things he's done, which he likes to do. He's a daredevil, as they say. But I'm not surprised. If he's doing that to tease anything, what can happen? Anarchy in the arena. I mean, that's taking it to a whole another level, man.
All right. Because you see what I don't know if y'all saw what he said after he went through that glass after in Sting's last match. He talking about the ref asked him how he was okay if he went through the glass or whatnot. He was like, "Man, that was awesome." Like that was a rush for him. You know what I'm saying? But the ref saying to him, "You know, you got a hole in your side, right?" And he was like, "What? I didn't even feel it." So that stuff is a little scary, but it's dangerous. Like if you don't feel a hole in your side through some glass, and you just going off the adrenaline, and I'm sure he felt it later, maybe, but I mean, he's willing to do anything. So we'll see what happens tonight.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In all fairness, though, in all seriousness, I'm happy to see him back because recently he did get hit by a bus in New York City. So I'm happy to see him back and well enough to wrestle at least. So let's start there. The Anarchy in the arena because there's that so much is invested in that on a high level. You know what I'm saying? Because you have leaders in the company, should I say it like that, who are involved in the match. And then about a month ago they attacked Tony Khan. And so now I don't want to say it's like infiltrate the NWO versus WCW type of thing. But what I'm saying is it's building. You have the in-house wrestlers defending AEW.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Defending AEW to the point like, okay, look, y'all cool. We know y'all executives, but y'all ain't gonna come in here and run this thing and try to ruin what we already built. So it's like you're taking out the balls, and now we got to put hands on you. So RC, kind of break us down with the Anarchy in the arena. I know you've seen multiple of them. What is that like to see now? What can the fans expect from that?
Chaos. Like all the wrestlers going to be in different places of the arena. And you see, last time with Eddie Kingston, he brought a gas can. That's why I said the flamethrower might come in play somewhere. He had a gas can last time. And one of them before Hangman was riding on his horse throughout the arena looking for whoever he wanted to find. He stopped at the bar. He had some drinks. I mean, while he was fighting somebody, like I said, anything could happen. One time, Matt Hardy was in a tank, in a water tank. So Like I said, if you played the game, you could do that on the game. Like I said, it's just chaos. Like I said, everybody's everywhere. Sometimes they might have the ring in the middle of the field, and sometimes they might meet at the ring and in the match there. But a lot of times it don't matter where you are. It's false count anywhere, of course. And so ain't no telling where they're gonna be at. That's why I say this is the match. It's expected unexpected. That's why I'm looking forward to this match, because you never know what's gonna happen. Because some people say I've seen everything on Dynamite, like to be in the build up. It's like they showed me all that already. So why should I pay more to see the actual show, this actual pay per view? Because this match, it brings that, because they're gonna have stuff they didn't show on Dynamite, of course, but you should do on a pay per view. But they're gonna have like more chaos on this, because that's how they do in this match. That's what this match was called for. That's the anarchy, literally, in the arena.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Sean, what do you think when you hear that, and what are you expecting from this, the anarchy in the arena, with everything that's on the line and the tens of what things that have led it up to this match, like the in-house originals are taking on the executives who are trying to take it over, in addition to like Jack Perry as well. What do you see happening here?
Well, to kind of go off what you guys were saying, I would have to tend to lean towards more what Eric Bischoff said. Eric Bischoff said, now this is what he said. He said it's a cheap ripoff of what he did back in the day with NWO and how they was coming in and infiltrating and everything like that. Now I lean more towards what he said, and I have to agree. But I'm excited to see what it's the elites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what's going to take place, and I think if I remember correctly, I think that is it Daniel Bryanson took somebody's place for this match too?
No. Darby Allin. He took Eddie Kingston's place. Eddie Kingston was injured.
Right. So I'm excited to see what's going to take place. And my man, I don't know his name. I kind of forget it, because I was hoping this guy came to WWE, but I'm glad he's in AEW. He's pretty cool. I'm excited to see. I'm gonna call him Bruce Lee. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. And now to what you said, RC.
Oh, you talking about Okada?
Yeah, Okada.
Really? Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
I can't pronounce his first name for nothing. I'm gonna mess that up. But
Kazuchika Okada.
What you just said about Anarchy in the Ring, that sounds like a doggone William and Barnley circus act right there, man. You're gonna have things coming at you from all over, but I'm excited to see more so what this match is. I think that's going to be the match of the night with the elites and the anarchy of the arena. I think that's going to be the match of the night. I'm also looking forward to seeing what Swerve Strickland is going to do against Christian Cage. I think that's going to be a good match as well.
That's a perfect segue, Sean, because truthfully speaking, I feel this is going to be like another learning tree moment for Swerve. I want to get something like a veteran like Christian. However, I just don't feel personally this match has been built to the caliber it could be, because I'm thinking it's going to be the main event match for the title alone. I just don't think it's been built as the go-to match for the show, and that could be a lot of factors are involved, and sometimes that happens. But I just don't feel like it's been built to the point it could. I know they got the story with Christian saying, Swerve attacked his son and things of that nature, and this is revenge. But I just don't feel like it's been built. I think it's just like more of a learning tree for Swerve. So more to come to what I think we'll see what happened with it. But I think this match should have got a better build. But that doesn't take away from what's going to happen in the ring with it. I believe it's going to be in the main event match based on the title itself, as it should be. But that's just my personal intake, and I don't think it'll be a dry match at all. I think it'll be a pretty good wrestling match.
Yeah, with a lot of interference, I think.
Yeah,
the Christian guy, a lot of people on his side right now, and plus Swerve old group, they turned against him, so I don't hope they don't interfere. That'll be overbooked if they actually interfere. Also, I think that'll be overbooked. But like, just let his son and old girl and kill switch. Old girl, I'm dude on his mom and the kill switch. Let them just be it, because more than that it's overbooking in me. Because like I said, Swerve already by so all he got is Prince Nana. All he can do is dance. He don't fight.
Mm-hmm.
He just like his hype man or whatnot. So Swerve is by himself already. Like they don't need to put all them extra people in there.
Hey, He better be careful. They're gonna be singing "Nah, nah, goodbye." He better, he
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because some
he
people
better
say
be-
they don't mind if Christian wins this match, but I don't. Swerve need to hold on title longer than how long he's had it already. Because people think it's going to lead to Osprey at All In Wembley, but I think Osprey winning tonight, and he's going to hold that title for a little while. So I don't see him going to Wembley and winning the AEW World Title that soon. I mean, I hope not. I mean, but that's what a lot of people are looking forward to and hoping for. But I think Swerve, because I don't want Swerve to be a transitional champion, especially as the first Black World Champion. He needs to hold the title for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead,
Go
Sean.
ahead, Lon. Okay.
No, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I don't see him losing the Christian Cage tonight. I can see it possibly being something where, there's some type of interference, cause it to be like a part 2 to this match. But I don't see him losing. I hope he don't lose. I think it'd be kind of soon, because I think he's actually putting butts in seat. And I think he's actually doing a good job as being their champion. So I don't see him losing tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he wins as well. I'm in agreement. I think he does win. But I say if he does lose the title tonight, I would say the only thing for me that I would expect personally as a fan is now to let him chase it some more, put a little more pressure on him, let him chase it, and then get it back maybe from Christian at All Out or All In, or something along the lines they want to go that route. But I don't think that's the route they're going to go because, like you said, he needs to build his camaraderie as a champion. But if he did, it had to be for a purpose for him to chase it a little harder to make the title reign more meaningful, I guess. Is this the way to put it? That's the only thing I see. The only reason I see him possibly losing.
He better not. I mean, I'll be a little upset. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I like Christian. Christian is pretty much the best heel they got in the company. And that's why a lot of people say he should win. Go into Osprey and All In because Osprey is becoming the biggest babyface, one of the biggest babyfaces they got, and he's the biggest heel. But I feel like Swerve, they put more faith in Swerve because they need to continue to build him up. This is building him up. He needs to be that face. He need the baby face or to go against that because his team don't turn on him. So and he don't, he mentioned the terrible stuff he's done back in the day, back in his day of AEW, building his road to this title. But I think he's turned into that babyface now, and they need to showcase him more.
Mm-hmm.
And showcase his title. They say it's his house. Let him build his house, build his legacy, build his title reign. Let him continue with this. Let it be a stepping stone with Christian who he can learn from in this match, so he could be a better champion. That's what they need to do.
So let me ask this question because you're both bringing some good points. But what is so important for? Okay, so recently AEW we know has been under the hot seat from a lot of different platforms for saying this about how they're the attendance and things of that nature. However, tonight I believe this is something that can really propel them into a great place. What do you think that is important for them tonight to deliver?
I mean, I would say it'll be important tonight to identify an AEW star. Like somebody got to break out. There has to be a breakout moment to where, all right, I'm taking this by the reign. Forget it. I'm gonna be that top guy. Somebody has to break out tonight to where we can solidify a new era with an AEW born person actually leading the forefront. Because and then back to what you said, a lot of them being in the hot seat. It's kind of self-inflicted wounds, Granted, they got, you see spots about the fans not really attending, but some of this has been self-inflicted. I think tonight, after celebrating 5 years, I think tonight we put those 5 years behind us and we move on to the future.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, focus on you. Focus on your company. Focus on your champions. Not champions from other companies. I mean, good. You got deals with them, and you're collaborating. Especially they doing it right after this one with a Forbidden Door. But focus on your champions and showcase them, man. Put them, put all your titles in. Tell what tier they're on because they keep switching what tier these titles are on. Focus on your and so cement what they mean and cement what AEW is. Those two are big factors.
You know, I think that's very credible because they have to keep their identity. We know they have great professional wrestling. They have great professional wrestlers, but yeah, they need to stay focused on building as opposed to trying to just worry about what everybody else is doing or trying to put too many things out at once. Take your time and build something. And I think tonight they can do that because you mentioned Will Ospreay being on the rise as like the top babyface in the company. Personally, I think it's too soon for him to get a title shot right now. That's just my personal opinion because I think he should have. He's a great wrestler. We know that if you see his work in Japan and things of that nature. But I just feel that he should get a stronger program before this kind of go. Because if he wins tonight, okay, now what? Roger Strong had the title. Now what? Does he go to somebody else just like that? Because they're gonna book him big because he's big in London. They're gonna book him big later down the road here.
Mm-hmm.
So what tends to happen from there? Like, right? I think personally, to your point, RC, I think maybe he should have got the shot at the AEW World Championship down there, and is it all in Wembley, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think they should have, maybe saved that kind of built towards that. Maybe give him some more AEW hard fought match. I'm not gonna say hard fought matches in his career because he's a great professional wrestler, but like give him some more hard fought matches in AEW to kind of build that to prepare and let organically and let the fans kind of push him there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to deliver. We know that. He's going to deliver. He's that type of wrestler. He's the wrestler's wrestler in a lot of places. A lot of people can argue, but tonight I don't think he should win, and I think it should be I think Roger Strong should win controversially.
That's the only way. That's the only way I think he could win. Because I don't see Strong beating Osprey any other way. Strong is a great, wrestler, but he ain't beating no Osprey. Yeah, they don't put him as on that level of Osprey as one of the best in the world. He's very underrated in the ring, but outside of his in ring, as far as Roger Strong goes, as far as beyond his in ring, that's what people stop him at. They don't see no personality or anything else from him. They barely want to see him on the screen if they not showcasing him as a wrestler, as they own his matches. So, and Osprey has a little more charisma and star power. So I think they probably gonna put him ahead of Strong, unless, like I said, it's interference. That's the only way I see Strong winning this.
Yeah, I think it goes back to another point though. Tonight could really redefine. Okay, so you got the AEW International title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does that really, like you said, the rankings? Where does that really fit? When you put a caliber of guy like Will Ospreay on that title, are you trying to give it credibility now? Or you feeling the same thing that you just said? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what is that place? What Double or Nothing? Like, I really think this is a prime good name for them tonight because it's Double or Nothing tonight for them. Because it's gonna help. It's gonna. Whatever happens tonight, that's the direction they're heading. I believe. Whatever happens tonight, that's the direction the company's gonna focus on. So it's like, man, what's the 411 now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like as far as them titles, like that's the confusing part because they got like 4 or 5 single men's championships, and we're trying to figure out where all of them place. Because it seems like they switching spots besides the AEW World Title, we know that's the top title, of course. But all the rest of them, it seems like they switching spots every few months, depending on who got it. So it's like that's why you gotta cement it. It's like whoever holds it, depending on what rank they're at, that's when the title goes up. So you just say the belt is making. I mean, the wrestler is making that belt, depending on who has it. So that's what I said. It's Strong having it right now. It's kind of like 3rd or 4th tier under Adam Copeland, who has the TNT title, and then Okada, was the other title. I can't remember the name of the title, but under that title. So Ron Strong below them, but if, like I said, if Ospreay get it, it might build that up. But they have to keep that pace depending on who has it after him. So it's like they need to really show what tier it is. They're cement it and let the fans know, or express that in their own way, where it is on the totem pole.
Got it. You know, that is good. Brother Sean, you want to add anything to that? Do you agree with me? Because, you know, the title is the superstar, the wrestler, how you want to say it today, they do add value to it. So that could be a good, smart booking tonight as well. So what do you think?
Absolutely. I have to go back to what I said originally. You know, somebody tonight has to put a stamp on, hey, I'm taking this, you know, by the horns. I'm taking this bull by the horns, and we riding this thing to the sunset, you know, because somebody has to pull away from the pack. You know, it has to be that person tonight that actually pull away from the pack. And I guess by doing that, we'll solidify, you know, the rankings with the titles, you know, because I mean, like you said, RC, the world title is always gonna have precedent as number one. But where did these other belts fit in at? You know, but it comes through, you know, that person leading that charge. You know, so I agree with what RC said.
Got it. Hey, but you know, anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling.
But
You know, anything can happen.
do y'all think like the belt should be like WWE is, like put set to one different show? Because you got to do something with Collision and Rampage. It's like those are shows that don't really need to be watched. They just got good. They got to have good matches, maybe, but the stories don't matter on those shows. It's mostly Dynamite, which is what matters. So should certain titles be set to a certain show, or or they don't seem like they copying WWE, or what? What do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I don't think they shouldn't feel like they copying anything. I mean, if it works, it works. You know, we don't go out and reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? If it works, it works. You know, I think that because you're going to have some type of separation. I think maybe they need to get rid of one of those shows. You know, because Dynamite seems to be the focal point, but then you got these other shows, and I'm like, man, wait. You know, I get kind of lost. I'm like, man, they got a lot of shows, man. You know, but I think if I was them, I would put some of these other titles on these other shows. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think you know what? Yeah, I agree. Put it on other shows because that way it can stand alone and it can build up on its own. Like the AEW International title, for example, maybe had that on Collision and had that be like a mainstay. You know what I'm saying? Let it build up. And so when it does come to a pay-per-view event, it can be on the same caliber as another top title because it's been a story that's built on that show for that title with, you know, the two superstars, the two wrestlers, professional wrestlers in that regard. And then you can kind of place that in the next pay-per-view and really make that kind of go on another level because you have time to develop it, nurture it, build the story, make sure the title, you know, you can like this is what it means. And then if you have that particular superstar, whoever has it, that wrestler who has it, that title, you can be like, hey, this is what it means to me. This is why I fight for it, and this is what I'm going to do with it. And you kind of place that, and it have its own place, and then it can build for more anticipation, as opposed to just saying, hey, this is my title. Just put a spot in the card. Okay, I'm gonna fight you this month, then I'm gonna fight you next month, and I'm gonna fight you the following month for that. 3 different people. There's no meat in that, you know. There's no meat. So now it's just another title just kind of going around. And if you don't want to have 4 and 5 title changes in a 3-month period, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So
it's like Adam Copeland doing all these the Copa Open, like all these open challenges. And like they already got that going on with TNT Championship with him. If he keeps the title tonight, so they don't need that same thing with every single men's championship they have. So they do need long rivalries over a certain championship. Tell them, like you said, tell them what these titles mean to them, and if it means this much to them, the fans will see that, journalists will see that. You know, people who know backstage, so we all see that when we know. Okay, this is what it's about now. This is what's going. This is what it is going forward. They're finding their place. They're finding their moments, making moments with these championships. That's what wrestling's about, making moments with the championships, with the wrestlers, and that's what it's all about. So that's what especially what they need to do. They need a big moment tonight on Double or Nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, so you make a good point, right? Adam Copeland, we know he's fighting Malachi Black in the barbed wire steel cage match, and the implications are, if Copeland loses, he must bend the knee and join the House of Black, right? And then on the other side, I believe if he wins, somebody joins him. But what I'm saying is this: he's making that title. He's making it. The cold open. He's giving it an identity, right? His own identity. So the next person, whoever beats him for that, has something to build off of. Pressure, but has something to build off of. You know what I'm saying? And now the night is a night where that championship is like might be the mid card title for the company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might be the mid card title for the company, for the TNT Championship. And so now it's like, okay, we want to see what happened with this thing now, because we know it's going to be. Look what they did. They did the blood dropping in the rain the other day. They put their own. They have the title, and now they have their own story with it. You know what I'm saying? And those two characters come together, and now you got a story that people might be looking forward to. And of course, I know it's going to be a bloodbath. You're in the cage with a barbed wire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Man,
go ahead.
I hope it's not like another, it's those things can kind of become kind of gimmicky after a certain point, man. I mean, I hope it don't be like when the dude jumped off the ladder and on the glass, man. Some of that stuff I'm like is unnecessary, but
yeah.
With the barbed wire, man, that's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
I hope it's not too much blood tonight too, and too many matches, because I feel like there's already gonna be blood in that match. And Moxley, he stay bleeding every match, so I hope he don't bleed for no reason. He don't even have I don't think he even have an Extreme Rules type of match. Yeah. But he gonna bleed, you know what I'm saying? And then Anarchy in the arena, somebody gonna bleed in that match. So I would like to hope that the people, they don't do that too much tonight, like everybody bleeding in every match.
I'm not against blood, but I just think.
Oh no, not against it. Just don't overdo it.
It has to make sense. It has to make sense, right? Don't
do
it because this ain't the 80s, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different now. It has to make a little bit more sense, because some people, you got to match your audience, right? It's like, okay, I see it, but you know what? This is what I say. If you're going to do it and it makes sense, how can you build off of it?
Right.
Not just getting cut and bleeding just because, it's a brutal fight. You can honestly, you can have a brutal fight without the blood in that type of match. But I just know with a barbed wire, somebody's head gonna touch it. And how could they not bleed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How could they not bleed? So
it's guaranteed in that match.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I don't think that's gonna be the show stealer tonight, but I think it may have the most spots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it had the most spots tonight, based on what can happen. The martial arts background of Malachi Black. Adam Copeland with his diverse offense. They match together. It's like, man, we can really. How creative his mind is. He's like, man, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this, we can do that. So I think it's gonna have the most spots. I don't think it'll steal the show though.
I don't know about most spots, but Anarchy, like I said, the Anarchy in the arena is just, they gonna have everybody everywhere. So that guy had the most spots. They got to.
It's spread out though, but it's spread out, right? So will you see everything at once? Will you see everything at once?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be everywhere. Like I said, the camera's gonna be this place, and whoever moment it is. That's why I said they got the most spots, because they had moments everywhere around the arena. You gotta have a lot going on.
That all around the arena. That might still show.
That might still show. I guess from the fan. I guess if I'm watching at home, like, I may not see everything, right? I might see replays because they have, I'm seeing somebody getting beat down over here, but then how they do like them 3-second clips later. Like, this is what you just missed. If over here, this is why he's down. That type of thing. But I don't know, man. You're right. It might still show, but yeah, it's gonna have a lot of spots. I just feel that one-on-one connection between Adam Copeland and Malachi Black is really gonna deliver. It's really gonna have some hard-hitting spots, right? We expect that from Anarchy in the arena, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I got you.
That's all I'm saying. So, who we got winning that one?
I got team the Anarchy.
No, we're talking about the barbed wire steel cage match. Who you got winning that one?
Oh yeah, I got Edge winning that. I mean, I'm sorry, Adam Copeland.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Like, watch your mouth.
I know, man. I know. Yeah, I got Adam Copeland. Oh.
Yeah. I just gonna see him joining them. He gonna find a way to get that win off.
He learned his lesson when he tried to do the other thing back in his last spot. You know, like,
Oh,
but,
Judgment Day.
so off of this, so I guess Jim Ross, I guess he's not going to be commentating tonight. Then I think he
Yeah,
has some.
I think he had some complications where he had to end up in the hospital, I believe,
Right.
or something along those lines. So I'm not really fully sure of the scope of that, but I don't think he's going to be there. At least not at the commentating table. I don't know if he's going to get there and sit in the back or something, or just watch it from home. But I don't necessarily think he's the voice. I get at Tony Schiavone personally, but because Tony Schiavone, you recognize his voice, But so I think they'll be okay without it. But I don't, I think anyway. I don't know this for sure, but I heard out of his mouth at one point says, at least for bigger shows, like I think he might give Jim Ross like, okay, you're gonna do these 2 or 3 matches, and you cool for the night. You ain't got to call the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can stick with, because you got Nigel McGuinness, you got Tony Schiavone, Taz. You already got a kind of a full stack place there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that helps him out. And just he's been in the business so long, he doesn't need to call a whole show.
Yeah.
So we just hope he. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, he been in the business like 50 years. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Adam Copeland taking it tonight, winning tonight. I don't see Malik Black. I don't see him winning tonight. I see Adam Copeland winning.
I mean, they didn't have that stipulation on there. I would say Malachi, but that stipulation just kind of sealed it for me. But yeah, I mean, God, no, Adam.
It's all right, man. We called him Edge. We called him Edge for 30 plus years, man.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's all right, man. They can't say it, but we can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't say it, but we can. But I want to kind of pivot here. I'm kind of Timeless Tony Storm, character-wise, may be the best character they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Serena, she's faced Serena Deep. Is it Deep? Serena Deep, yeah. So she's faced Serena Deep, right? Character-wise, based on the character itself, I say Timeless Tony Storm retains because I still think she has so much she can do.
She's a good heel.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, I expect this maybe to be her most challenging match. As far as selling it as the heel. Yeah. But overall, I think she wins.
Yeah. I don't think the people she's been facing, I don't think they built them up against her well enough to feel like that Tony Storm is going to lose against them. Because everybody loves this gimmick, and she's done struck gold with this. Well, she put it black and white, but but still struck gold with it. And so I don't see that, and everybody's still on her side. But shit, heel or not, people still on her side more than they cheering for who she's been going against for the past months.
Right.
And so I'm trying to see who in the company that they could really challenge her, and I can see beating her anytime soon.
Right.
Unless Britt Baker comes back, or if Monet don't win tonight against Willow, and Monet gets somehow go against her, I don't see nobody else as a bigger star as her in the women's division.
Right.
Well, I mean, that is a good point. I one of the things you have when somebody's carrying the AEW Women's Championship in this particular case, like Timeless Tony Storm, is that she can be so good. Man, she's becoming like an attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like she's becoming an attraction. You talk about somebody leading the pack and just running away from the pack. I think you have it in her, man. Because she kind of took nothing and made it something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's a hard thing to do, especially as a woman in the business. And now that she's had the platform to do it, and she's, I dare say, maybe being herself. You know what I'm saying? So now she's an attraction. So sometimes you might get to the point, just line them up, but they ain't gonna beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they're just paying to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she's in a match against who?
Right.
Right? Because her character is overshadowing, and it might be a good problem to have, overshadowing her opponent, but it kind of makes the opponent work harder potentially. Like I'm not going to be a shadow to you. I'm gonna take you down. That can really strike with somebody. You talk about Britt Baker. She was AEW Women's Champion for the longest. So really, who will it be her? I don't know. Will it be, which we'll get to in a minute, Mercedes Moné? But if Mercedes Moné wins tonight, maybe it'd be Willow Nightingale. I don't know, but it'll be something.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying, if there's anybody else, just build these women up before you put them against her. Because after they lose against her, then they put even further down because they done lost. So because they already haven't been built up enough to seem credible to take the title. Now that they losing, they put them down even more.
Mm-hmm.
But you see a star already coming in like Mercedes or like Britt Baker, who's already a star in AEW. They're on that level, and so that's why I say I can only see them because they're on that star level, and they're gonna need another star being built up to beat her. But I mean, good to have a long reign, and wrestling needs some long reign, especially in this company.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're right.
But I'm like, so you got the AEW Women's World Title and you got the TBS title. I'm like, scrap the TBS title and just have these women fight for the world title.
Well, I think the only thing with that is that they have a pretty decent long line, if you will, of women in the company that they're gonna need something else to fight for. Right. Because remember, when that'd have been the idea when Britt Baker was champion, I think Jade Cargill was TBS Women's Champion for like 2 years or whatever it was.
Yeah, and that was great, but they kind of put her in that little bubble. And that was messed up. Because how she beating all these people and they had this long streak, Jade Cargill I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But she can't go for the world title? Get out of here. Come on.
Yeah, man. That's
part of why that's part of why she left. Well, she should have left.
She world title from birth.
Right. Like how she had a big old streak and she ain't got it for the world title. Come on now. I understand she got one title, but let her fight both of them. She got this big old streak.
Yeah, she carried that thing since the inception of AEW. Look like,
but she gone now, so it don't matter with that. So I mean, that's just a point for that.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're in a place where they can do that. It's just that, let's just go into it. We already talking about it. Let's go into Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Moné, TBS Championship, which I think is actually the main event of the show. And I don't mean like placement. I mean, we talked about earlier with Swerve and Christian Cage being the last match on the show, but I think this is the most anticipated match of the night now. Because one, the last time they faced each other, Mercedes Moné, she was injured. Right? By now. Yeah,
She got injured after, like, during the match. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the last time they faced each other, you know what I'm saying? And so now, and they said in that promo that was pretty good, actually, a couple weeks ago, now it's like, okay, this is the first match back.
Yeah.
So what is that? What is that? Is that pressure? Because now you're on a new moniker, new to company, big highlight match, lights on bright. You know what I'm saying? What is that? What does that look like? I think it's the most anticipated match of the night. My personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that the fans are looking forward to seeing her because, to my knowledge, I don't think she's like wrestled since she's got there. Right? It's just kind of been like appearances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's her first match.
Right. So I mean,
she got put through a table, but that's about it. Had a fight.
So I think it's going to be, like one of those must sees, or people are really going to be looking forward to seeing, what she's going to do. I think the storyline's been built up pretty good. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good match. I agree. It might be the match. That might be the match of the night. They have so many matches here that could possibly be the match of the night, but again, it's up to them.
Yeah, and it's an important decision they're gonna make because, like I said, Willow just got the title, and everybody was so happy for her finally making this moment for herself and getting this title. And now, first you got to face the debuting Mercedes Moné. That's tough. To put her in that position, And I really see Mercedes winning this match because, like I said, she might lose her first match, and from the storyline, trying to get revenge on Willow. So I think she's gonna get that, and so I kind of feel sorry for Willow because Willow does deserve this title and a good reign, but it's Mercedes. I don't see Mercedes losing this her first match in, and they done made seem. I don't know. They haven't really said it or really shown it as much, but I think Mercedes is the heel in this match, and the way she's talking, it's kind of like, why should I cheer for you? You talking about I'm gonna be at the Boston game and then this and that. I'm showing off and then just taking pictures and stuff. And while Willow fighting for this, it's her crowning, one of her crowning moments in the company, getting this TBS title, and how she's talking, people loving her. And so I believe she's showing her baby face. That she is the true baby face, and Mercedes being the heel in this. But she's trying to show that she's a good person. But I don't see that. It's almost like I want to see Mercedes lose this.
That's big words coming from you.
The way she's talking.
That's big words coming from you, man. It must have did its job then.
I mean, I guess it is, but it's like they're not trying to show her as the bad guy. But the way she talks, she seems like the bad guy to me. And I really don't like her new move. It just irks me to see it. I don't know why. It just seems clunky and hard to pull off. You can't really put it off on everybody. The way it seems, the way it does.
Yeah,
I just like
Right. I wish she changed her hairstyle, but put some other colors in there or something.
I mean, the hairstyle makes her stand out. It's just that move. It's just like
yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, look, I think to me, they built that. They put a lot of stock in that, as they should. She was one of the newer signings, the big signing. So there's a lot of attention that's been on that. You know, they waited. Like I said, she's been there for about 2 months now. And so making those appearances and now she's getting in the ring tonight. I mean, that is a big booking, big booking tonight. So I think it is the most anticipated match of the night. Like you said, Ron, like she's presenting as a heel, but the fans are really behind Willow Nightingale. And so it's like, it's like heart versus business now. You know what I'm saying? Like the heart of Willow Nightingale is here. She's about business too, but you know what I'm saying? She's like, look, you trying to come in here and take this from me? No. Last time we fought, I walked out champion and you didn't walk out at all. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, where we come from, those fighting words, man.
Oh, yeah.
No, straight up.
Hey, so
you got to show me what you got. You coming in here, show me what you got. All this fanfare.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Look how we talking about this match as opposed to the other ones we talking about. See, even we invested in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
so it's like, yeah, it's anticipate. I mean, you know what? I have to agree, Ron. I don't think she'll come to lose her first match. Yeah. I don't. But then it's like, are you killing your territory now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Does Willow Nightingale go after Tony? It's all. But this story right here is not going to end tonight. It's already a year building.
Yeah. I mean, unless they do a disqualification or something, they make it stretch it out. I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah, like, when you look right there, you'd be really disappointed in that ending. But
yeah, disqualification. You got a point behind it, yeah. But this is the way they building this. I understand if you push it there based off of DQ, but I just don't. You know what? I think that might end up happening too. Not
I mean, they might build it as such where she's got to earn her spot. She's Mercedes Moné, but I mean, you're only good as what you've done recently. You know what I'm saying? So she might have to build her spot in AEW. So she could possibly lose.
I don't know, but I mean, already, like I said, with a DQ finish, it's like the frustration of you put me out for a year and I ain't been able to wrestle nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And so it might get to that point. They've been already brawling like that on the shows, so it might still turn into an even bigger brawl using a weapon or something to get disqualified with. That's how they just might end it. But I mean, it'll be disappointing. But because I feel like they should just pick somebody, pick a winner for this. But it's just hard. Like I said, with Willow coming in with her, it's from her first defense, right? And then Monet with her first match. So it's just hard. It's a hard decision.
Right.
Well, More to come. That match need to be good. I think everything that follows that match, that might be the wrestling match of tonight. However, I think that depends on the placement of it too. To me, I think placement is important when you put the show together, because something can take the spotlight from you, or something you can take the spotlight from something else, like 3 matches. We've seen that happen before.
Right.
So I just think, but I'm gonna go with Mercedes Moné, man. I'm gonna go with it. I think she's gonna win.
Yeah, I like her debut match. I feel like she's winning because it's her debut. It's hard to see her losing when she was a big acquisition, so I just can't see her just losing her first match.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right, Sean. What you think?
I mean, I can see her not losing her first match, but then if she did, I could see it making sense, because like I said, she got to earn her spot here in AEW.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, that begs the question then. Well, with her debuting and joining AEW without having a match, has she lived up to that hype?
I would say no.
I mean, she's been a lot of talk lately and talking pictures. I need to see a match, and that's what AEW is about. It's about the matches in AEW. Can you show off? You've been off for a year. Can you show off what you can do? Are you still up to that par? You say you're the best women's wrestler of all time, or this generation, how you want to spin it. You better show me tonight against Willow Nightingale, because Willow gonna come show what she can do, because she put you out for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So she already got that behind her. So what are you gonna show?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah. I think Jim Cornette had some choice words to say about that promo, but go.
Eric Bischoff did too. Eric Bischoff did too.
Yeah. So, but you can research that on your own. But I think it'd be good. But we got a couple more to go over, and then we'll just kind of talk about the overall night, and of course we wanted to be successful. But
can somebody tell me what Billy Gunn? Well, they call him something else here, but what is this man taking? This man got to be at least approaching late 50s, man. This man look young.
Hey, that workout regimen is on point, boy.
Jesus,
that meal plan on point, boy.
Hey, I need that meal plan, Doc.
Hey, look, he got a couple things going on tonight. Daddy Billy Gunn, that clean. But then he got it. He got his sons, the Bang Bang Gang. They have something too. They're going for against the triangle, the Death Triangle. They got to go against them, the trios, right? The trios.
I think they're losing, Bo. I think they're losing. Death Triangle. They need Death Triangle to have something. So I think they're losing that tonight.
Man, hey, listen, they come up with these names, the Death Triangle.
Yeah, because with them, they just getting back together. They made that a kind of a big deal. So that's why I think they might win the championship tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the Bang Bang Gang, they done held the title. Well, they just conjoined the 2 titles, but they done held titles for a little while that they already had.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna end that tonight. They're trying to go get that.
Just like the tag titles, right?
Trio.
The trios titles. So they got the Ring of Honor and then the AEW trios titles. They joined them. They got both of those. Mm-hmm. So, but I think they're gonna lose it tonight.
They look like the old WCW tag team titles, honestly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think John Moxley. And this guy's name, I always messed up. Is it Konoshu?
Takashita.
Hey, I was close.
Yeah, Takashita.
You know, people, I was close, people. I was close. Your boy was close. but now, eliminated match. Like they did in the dirt sheets back in the day with Miz and Morrison. I predict John Moxley will bleed.
Of course. That's a given. Almost, but they didn't even know gimmick match. But you don't need nothing. You get the blood out.
He's gonna get that blood out. That blood out.
Yeah. I think he goes over. To keep the momentum going. I think he goes over tonight. John Moxley, that is. I think he goes over tonight there.
Yeah, and it's not for the title, is it?
It's a championship eliminator match. So the stipulation of those is always if the challenger wins, they get a title shot down the road.
Yeah.
So
But they got Forbidden Doors. So I think it's gonna be defended on that. It should be.
yeah.
That's why I was looking at the card. It's like it was lower, it looked low on how they should presented it. I was like, ain't it for the title? Like, and then I saw it eliminated. I was like, oh yeah, my bad. It's not for the title, but I still think Moxley gonna win either way. But it's gonna be a great match. It'll be a hard hitting match.
Right.
Yeah, he's just to that point now. I think he's developed himself in AEW as a pioneer there. I think he just signed an extension. I think last year sometime or the year before that, he signed an extension to his. He wants to remain there, like he wants to ride it till the wheels fall off, so to speak. So I guess we'll see what happens there. So a New Japan champion now, so we'll see what happens there. But I think he retains, and then we'll see like it happened with Forbidden Door. We'll see what happens there. That's always usually talked about a lot. It's a cool concept. So we'll see what happens there. Honestly.
Yeah. Moxley is my guy for real, but I would like Takashita to win because he needs something. Like he always gonna put on a good match, but it seems like he takes L's way too often for me. So I feel like he should win this match and then go to Forbidden Door and fight him again.
Right.
But I see Moxley winning, but I would like Takashita to win.
What, does he beat Moxley clean if he does do it?
No. but I feel about he needs that. He needs that win to be built up even more because he's such a great talent. I mean, and they have so I feel like they need to, like I said, they need to build people up, and he's one of those people.
Yeah. I guess that is again the name makes it double or nothing. Step it up. I guess stepped on essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like this is gonna make a break it a lot of. I think it's so pivotal to the show tonight. I think for them.
I think so too.
Because it really sets a tone going forward.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these professional wrestlers, these talented professional wrestlers on this show at one time tonight. You have to deliver. I mean, Adam Copeland, Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné. Just those three alone on the same show. And there's rumors that MJF might return. I don't know if that's true. I've been seeing bubblings about that.
I saw that too.
So, I don't know what's going to happen there. But I know they've been missing him because to me, he's the best thing going over there overall. Him and Timeless Tony Storm. I think they're the best two things going over there, man.
I was trying to see where he would fit in at. I don't know. I'm trying to picture it. It'd be good to see him back. I mean, they need it. I feel like they need him back, but I try to see where he would fit in exactly.
I can see him at the end of the night, having a stare down with the champion. Like he's standing up there at the ramp. His music hitting. He's standing at the ramp. They're like, "Oh my God!" He's back or whatever, and he pointed at the belt.
But his storyline was with Adam Cole and his crew. So will he come in that match or after that match or whatever? And call Strong the title. I mean, that would make sense because that was the last storyline he did before he got injured. Or he left.
Yeah, they can do. They can also do a couple of things with the Anarchy too. Depending on how they involve that, they can really, if they want to stretch that out, they can kind of involve some things there too. But it's a lot of. At least they have options. At least they have options there. So I think with him, if he does come back, I think. AEW is good for either having a big comeback at a major show or having a new signing debut at a major show. So I think we get one or two, one or the other. One or the other, I think we get tonight. I think that will put the icing on the cake for them because I know they've been missing them.
Oh yeah,
they've been missing them, man. Yeah, he has no filter. Filter.
And he's good in the ring. Like I feel like it surprised a lot of people because a lot of times he a lot of time between his matches, but he's one of the best they got in the ring. Mm-hmm. And he can talk. He's all around great wrestler. And that's what you need in your company, that type of guy. Especially a guy who can talk.
Yeah. And he kind of when he's on shows, he typically takes that character to interviews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
signings everywhere.
Yeah. He lives that gimmick, if you will, and I know, a lot of old school professional wrestlers, they love that. They love that, man. They love that. They love
Yeah,
that. So
that's why they want him in WWE. They wanted him. But like I said, a lot of these wrestlers here, they want to ride for AEW. They want to showcase AEW and put them on that level. And a lot of companies, and it's great because a lot of companies are able to do that, and AEW pretty much did that out the gate.
mhm.
Especially 75, you talk about these 5 years, they made them the number two wrestling company in this country or in the world, pretty much.
Yeah,
And
they are. They are.
that's a big feat in itself. They have to maintain that. I think they're always going to because of the stars that are there. But a lot of companies have been trying to do to have a number two spot or try to take the number one spot. But AEW has done it. They've maintained it for 5 years so far. Hopefully, they can do it for way longer. Continue to do it with the
I
way they're
mean,
going. But like I said, they have to focus on them and build their stars.
they need a star. I've been saying that since day one. They need the AEW star, somebody that's can, we don't not from a previous brand or whatever, somebody that's straight from scratch, somebody that's a star from AEW. They've been needing that for a long time. And the only thing that's gonna stop them is them. Like I said, some of this stuff has been, self-inflicted. So that's it.
Yeah, they need that draw because they need
Yep.
people in them seats. Because when the company first started, the the fan reactions was what kind of made a lot of the shows.
Mhm.
No matter what's going on, the fans was loud, raucous, and made you want to say, "Hey, this is something we need to be watching," because the fans loving it in the arena. So I
Well,
need to watch this. I need to see this. What's going on?
not only that, I think a lot of that stemmed from, where we were at that time. A lot of people was upset with the product from, another company, WWE. They was upset with the product. So it's the whole lynch mob type thing, Hey, we want to
Oh
burn
yeah,
down WWE, but now the roles are reversed. So you can't always ride on the hype of, you got to lead the audience, not the audience leading you. You got to take them on a ride. So
yeah, that's true.
What,
I
what,
think that's
what,
where AEW finds themselves.
well, speaking of which, then, do you think somebody like Orange Cassidy, because he has a match tonight against Trent Beretta, but do you think somebody like him can be that person?
Yeah, I mean, and he's like one of their mainstays, a pillar. Well, I call him I consider him one of the pillars. And he put out, especially what he did with the international title, the matches he was having with that on the Dynamites and stuff like that. He's one they was building, and now he's the kind of probably gonna be the I don't know if it's gonna be the first match because they got to open with something big tonight. But he one of the lower matches on the card right now with Beretta. They was teaming up, but now there's this big feud with them because Beretta turned on him, and I think Cassidy wins tonight from that. But they got to continue to build him back up because he was doing that soft fighting that to entertain him for the longest. But the past few years now, he's showing what he's actually made of, and he's great in the ring, showing his skill and why he should be there, showing why he was the champion. So they need to build him back up and show what he got and let him be that one of those mainstays. He really should have been in fighting for one of the ones fighting for AEW in that Anarchy in the arena match. Off me saying for some reason, I don't know why, but he should have been in that match. But I see why they have who they have in it with Brian Darius, even though he's got to be out soon. Like what you said.
Yeah, yeah, he needs surgery. He said he needs surgery. He likes the style of that, but the rest of it, he's gonna need surgery. But yeah, to your point, maybe Orange Cassidy should have been in that match as the AEW original, the fight for the brand. I think it would
Yeah,
have helped elevated him too, because you could have created a star out of that, a bigger star out of that as well.
yeah, but I understand the route he's in right now with Beretta. I understand that he got to deal with that, but I feel like that should have been a spot for him. I think that would have built him up even more. But it's all good. I mean, like I said, either way, it's still going to be a good show overall with both of those matches.
Yeah, I think he wins. I think he wins tonight clean, and we'll see what happens with that one. We'll see. Maybe they can include him afterwards until more of the AEW versus the Elite. It could happen, right? Based on that, or I wouldn't mind seeing Orange Cassidy in the program with a major star, a major heel that can kind of stretch him a little bit. I think that'd be good for him too. But more to come, I suppose. But yeah. So we have a big night tonight, gentlemen.
We
A
sure
big
do.
night. I know you got a couple of pre-show matches here with the Thunder Rosa too, with Iana. So I think Thunder Rosa goes over there. It's good to see her back. I actually like her. It's good to see
Yeah.
her back as well. So but I think it's going to be a good show. Any final thoughts about it before we go into a little? We're going to have my brother Ron come up with some 3 bold predictions of what can happen after this particular show, what direction they can go. But any other comments on the show? AEW double or
Oh,
nothing.
did we talk about who gonna win out of Hook Jericho and Shibata?
I think we got. I'm picking Jericho.
Yeah, I
He
thought we
might.
mentioned that earlier.
I kind of pick
Jericho.
Hook because he came back with it. I think Hook might take it back. Like I said, title don't mean anything anyway, but I think Hook gonna take it back.
Mhm. I think Jericho will have it. Maybe put some emphasis on it some more. His name alone could do that, but Hook may get it. Just coming
Yeah.
back and coming back to get hey, look like man, hey, look, I need this. I want this. I'm gonna run you over. Simple as that, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that, simple as that. But yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said,
Ron, hit us with we have a new segment here, ladies and gentlemen, about 3 bold predictions. And tonight, Ron, give us 3 bold predictions about what can happen tonight that could prepare them to a greater future in AEW.
well, one bold prediction. I feel like what we were talking about earlier with Willow and Monet. Like I said, they got to make a decision. I think a bold decision would be Willow winning, like what Sean was saying. Willow winning that because they, like I said, they need to build up everybody else. Monet has a name already, so you don't need to build that up. She good. Build Willow up. You need more people, more women in the division, showing that they're a star, that they could get it going in the ring, and people have come to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So you need another woman like that, and more you got, the less problems you have with that division. And so, and like I said, she can make me lose the next time. Because they can have a rematch, and so and you can put her towards Tony, if because you build her up and got a big win over Monet, which is like I said, considered one of the best women wrestlers of all time. What she's already accomplished in WWE and New Japan, and so you build Willow up, and that could be a big mainstay of the show, a big turning point and a shocking moment. Because a lot of people don't like I said, I don't even expect most of Monet to lose, but yeah, so they shock me. That's what we could do. Shock me in this, and you have a credible person in Willow Nightingale who could do it. So I think she could win that. And that's a broad prediction for that for them, and was something that they probably need.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of them. Another bold prediction. I think from tonight, like I said, I think Osprey is winning, so he'll take that title, international title, and from this, I feel like they can merge what the title Okada has, and them two fight at in Wembley at All In. They could build that up.
Mm-hmm.
Osprey versus Okada, and who wouldn't want to see that match?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that could be really built up. It might need both of them. They might need more time, but what how AEW does business, I feel like they can pull that and just pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Mm-hmm.
for All In show, they need to pack out. They need to
Mm-hmm.
pack out that show. I know they've been having less crowds coming in for that match. I know Wembley, I know London, they're going to be packed already because they hungry for shows, and they one of the best crowds in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For across seas, they're one of the best crowds. So they need to fill that arena, and that match would do it. Title versus title. They need to get. I feel like they need to get rid of one of them titles anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So title versus title, build that up. That's a automatic 5-star match right there. And so, and with let's see, last one, they need to do something with Swerve. Like I said, they need to spotlight being on him. Be Christian, have a dominant win over Christian. A dominant win to probably even pass All In. So, like I said, they need to build these people up because you could. You already know the stars from the past who come in this company. If you look at a poster of the AEW, a lot of them, it's a lot of the old WWE stars. They say, and like before, they said they kind of wouldn't do that, but they did that just to have these sparks of moments with the wrestlers, the big moments, so people talk about these moments. And it done built up to being mostly old WWE wrestlers on your show, all on the posters.
Mhm.
And Swerve is one of them, but he didn't do much in WWE. He didn't get to do as much as he could. And this is what he's been really built up as. And he's a world champion. He's your world champion. So, real prediction, he holds the title past All In. A lot of people predict he's gonna lose the title either tonight or at All In to Ospreay or whoever he fights. I predict he holds it past that time. And so, because that's what you need. You need these stars being built up to show that you are putting people on a higher tier than they were before. A lot of people saying, or making statements like a lot of wrestlers they in the same space they was 5 years ago. True or not, people will see that as true, and a lot of people do. It's not about it's the truth, but it's about what's been put out there, and a lot of people are saying that. So a lot of people can't believe that from people. A lot of people saying it. So build these new stars up. Swerve, Willow, you can build both of them up tonight, and build up. Like I said, Orange Cassidy, he should be on that top level too, because he done shown against many competitors over the years that he could go, and he built that title, international title up, and you could trust him with something else. So, like I said, just building all the predictions are to build. That I'm bringing the both predictions are to build your roster up. That don't have the star power that some people that come from other companies already have. That people already know. So my bold predictions are to build these stars up tonight, like I said, and it's up to them to do and make those bold statements.
I like that because, like we said in the beginning, this does kind of. I think tonight's going to give the company, the fans, the people who support them, kind of like a more inclination of like, okay, what direction are we heading in now? Because this is a big night, 5-year celebration. They're trying to do something big for anniversary, right? So, Sean, what you thought about his bold predictions?
Kind of muted.
You're on mute, brother.
Yeah, it was spot on. You hit it right on the head, man. Like I hate to keep harping on it, man, but that's all AEW is missing is that homegrown talent, man. That's all they're missing. It's no shot to the people that are there that's come from other places, man. But you want a homegrown talent, and I think tonight is going to be that moment where somebody's going to have to step up. But your bold prediction was spot on.
Very, 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 very good, brother Ron. Y'all hear that, boy? Sign him, y'all. You sign him. sign him.
Oh yeah, he got money, Monet.
But here, to keep the tradition of the Champions Corner podcast going, we do want to have a Champions moment presented by our good brother Sean right now. To Sean, yeah, you're there, brother.
Yeah, I'm here. So,
yeah, brother. Champions moment. What you got? Tell the people. Talk to the people.
Champions moment goes to none other than Swerve Strickland. This brother, of course, he knows his background. We know what he's been through. That he came up through the ranks of NXT, found his way in AEW, and the man is just taking it to another level. I'm proud of him, being the first African-American AEW champion. My champions moment goes to Swerve Strickland. I believe tonight he's going to be one of those that you got to look out for. I believe tonight he's going to make a statement that he's not just here to be a transitional champion. He's actually here for the long haul. So my champion moment goes to Swerve Strickland.
All right.
Beautifully said, man. Honestly, beautifully said that right there, just hearing that from you makes me want him to win even more so tonight. Because you say he came up through the ranks and he's fighting to get his keep. And this is a prime example against a very seasoned professional in Christian Cage tonight. So yeah, let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. This has been the Champions Corner talking about AEW, Double or Nothing. I hope you're ready for it tonight. We're looking forward to seeing a great show and maybe talking about it later. So we thank you for joining us tonight and get ready for the show. Get your food, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.